In this series of videos, we will be looking at GATE excellent questions. So first of all, it is required to introduce you to what is the meaning of GATE excellent questions. Now the question is that what is the meaning of excellent questions? So here we have categorized the GATE excellent questions into three categories. Number one is tricky questions. So if you observe in the GATE examination, not all the questions are going to be easy. Not all the questions are going to be difficult. GATE examination is an aptitude examination. It basically focuses on how you are going to think. So it is obvious that the questions might be asked based on tricks. It means that you have to think over it. If you are solving the problem without thinking, either you will be unable to solve the problem or it will take a huge amount of time to solve this particular problem, which is of course not the purpose of the GATE examination. So the first category is the tricky questions. The second category is nothing but the conceptual traps. Now what is the meaning of conceptual trap? Some questions will be framed in such a way that students make mistakes. That is the purpose of the question. The purpose of the question is not to make it tough, but ensure that you make a mistake. And who makes a mistake? The students who are not very clear either with the formula or with the concept are going to make questions. That sort of questions are what we call as conceptual traps. And third category of question is the multi-concept questions. So multi-concept question means that more than one concept has to be applied to solve the problem. For example, the question might be asked more than one topic in a single chapter, or the question might be asked from different topics of different chapters, or the question can be asked from the different topics of different subjects. So that is the reason why the question is excellent. Now the advantage that you will have when you are able to solve such type of questions is that the performance in your GATE examination is going to increase. If the questions are easy, anyone can solve the problems. But when the questions are tricky, or if there is any sort of traps, or if the question gets complicated because of the fact that multiple concepts have to be applied, not many people are going to solve the problems. So that is the reason why we have made this particular category called as GATE excellent. So here in this particular video series, we are going to look at the GATE excellent questions. So the question selected here is also an excellent question because this question is tricky in nature. First of all, let us learn about the concept of this particular question. This question belongs to the concept of basic probability from the chapter of probability and statistics of engineering mathematics. So let me read the question first of all. What is the probability that a divisor of 10 power 99 is a multiple of 10 power 96? So what is the probability of divisor of 10 power 99 is a multiple of 10 power 96. So divisor of 10 power 99 has to be a multiple of 10 power 96. What is the probability? Now here, before going ahead, you should know what is the meaning of multiple and what is the meaning of divisor. You should know about what is the meaning of multiple and what is the meaning of divisor. So divisor is basically a factor. Divisor is basically a factor of a particular number. Because when any number is divided by the divisor, the remainder will be equal to that of 0. So basically a divisor is nothing but a factor for a particular number called as n. Whereas multiple is nothing but if you are having a number x. Now x, 2x, 3x, 4x, all these are multiples of the number x. Okay, so that is the meaning of divisor and that is the meaning of multiple. Now this has to be clear to approach this particular problem. So generally in your aptitude, to find the number of factors for a particular number n, there is a shortcut formula available. That a particular number is written as 2 power p into 3 power q into 5 power r into 7 power s and so on. So we will try to write a particular number in terms of the prime number and the power of it. For example, if I have a number called as 12, so we know that the number 12 is nothing but 4 multiplied by 3, right? So I can write it as 2 square multiplied by 3, right? So this is how I'll express the particular number n as, and the total factors will be equal to, total factors are going to be equal to that of p plus 1 into q plus 1 into r plus 1 into s plus 1 and so on. So if you are having a number 12 which is equal to that of 2 square multiplied by 3, the total factors of 12 is equal to that of 2 plus 1 into 1 you have here 1 plus 1. So it is equal to that of 2 plus 1 which is 3 into 2 which is equal to 6. So total there are how many factors available? There are 6 factors available. In a general method, how we are going to do that? If you are having a number 12, the factors are nothing but, if you can write it as equal to that of 1 multiplied by 12, 2 multiplied by 6, 3 multiplied by 4. I will say that 12 is going to have the factors as numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So total there are how many numbers? The total number of factors is equal to 6. So that is how we find the factors or divisors. So in order to find the total number, probability of divisors of 10 power 99 which are multiples of 10 power 96, now what I am going to do is that I will make this particular problem simpler. In the place of 10 power 99 I will keep 10 power 3. In the place of 10 power 96 I will keep 10 power 2 and then try to solve this particular problem. Okay. So once you are able to understand this problem, that's the same problem, right? Now the only thing is that in the place of 10 power 99 I have taken 10 power 3. In the place of 10 power 96 I have taken 10 square and solving the same problem. So the approach that we are following here will be valid for this particular problem also. So first of all, let me find out the divisors of 10 power 3. We found out how to find the number of divisors of 10 power 3. So 10 power 3 is equal to that of 2 power 3 multiplied by 5 power 3. So the total number of divisors of 10 power 3 are 3 plus 1 multiplied by 3 plus 1, which is equal to 16. Now what are the numbers of multiple of 10 power 2 which are divisors of 10 power 3? So now we have to find the multiples of 10 power 3, multiples of 10 power 2 which are divisors of 10 power 3. Now you see that because I am writing it as 1 into 10 power 2, this is definitely a multiple of 10 power 2 and it is also a divisor of 10 power 3 because it's a factor of 10 power 3. So 1 into 10 power 2 is a multiple of 10 power 2, it is also a divisor of 10 power 3. 2 into 10 square multiplied by 5 is equal to that of 10 power 3. 2 into 10 square is actually a multiple of 10 square, but it is also a divisor of 10 power 3. This is also the case. So 2 into 10 square can be considered as the multiple of 10 square, which is a divisor of 10 power 3. 5 into 10 square multiplied by 2 is equal to 10 power 3. So this is also a factor or a divisor of the number 10 power 3 and it is also a multiple of 10 square. 10 into 10 square multiplied by 1 is equal to 10 power 3. So it is a multiple, this number is a multiple of 10 square and it is also a divisor of 10 power 3. So how many numbers are the total? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 numbers, or the number of multiples is equal to 4, which are actually the divisors of 10 power 3. Number of multiples of 10 square are 4 in number here, which are divisors of 10 power 3. Now you will observe that the number of multiples of 10 square will be equal to the number of divisors of this number. if we are able to write the number as 10 square multiplied by 10 is equal to 10 cube. 10 cube is this number, 10 square is this number. Now you will write 10 cube is nothing but 10 square multiplied by 10. Number of multiples of 10 square will be equal to the number of divisors of 10. Okay, you can see that 10 is equal to 2 power 1 into 5 power 1. So 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1, it is equal to 4. Number of multiples of 10 square, which are the factor of 10 cube, will be equal to the number of divisors of this particular number. So it is equal to 4, right? So that is what we have seen here. So the probability of divisor of 10 cube is a multiple of 10 square will be equal to, in the denominator you will have the total values, the total number of divisors are 16, and in the numerator you will take the favorable values, which is equal to 4. So it is equal to 1 by 4. In a similar sense, in the place of 10 power 3, if you have 10 power 99, then the total number of divisors of 10 power 99 are 2 power 99 multiplied by 3 power 99, 5 power 99. The total number of factors are 99 plus 1, 99 plus 1, which is equal to that of 100 multiplied by 100, which is 10 power 4. Now I can write, I want to find the divisors of 10 power 99, which are the multiples of 10 power 96. So 10 power 96 multiplied by 10 power 3 is equal to 10 power 99. So I want to find the multiples of 10 power 99, just like the way I have done here. So here also I will write 2 into 10 power 96 multiplied by 500 is equal to 10 power 99. So I will write all those multiples of 10 power 96, which are the divisors of 10 power 99, will be equal to the total number of factors of 10 power 3, will be equal to the total number of factors of 10 power 3. What are the total number of factors of 10 power 3? This can be written as 2 power 3 multiplied by 5 power 3. So the total number of factors are 3 plus 1 into 3 plus 1. 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to what? 16. So the answer is 16 divided by 100 into 100, which is 1 by 625. 1 by 625. So the answer for this question is option A. Thank you, friends.